Hello, my name is Elizabeth Farnham, and I will be showing you the paper prototype for Democracy Racers. When you open up the application, you will see a black screen. Next, you will hear loud vrooming sounds from a race car's engine in the background. Then, from the back, you will see two race cars racing to the front of the screen, then going off screen, leaving a cloud of smoke behind. The smoke will clear, and the title of the game pops up called Democracy Racers. Next, the game will send you to Washington, D.C. It will show you a 3D view of the White House. Then it will progressively zoom in until you enter into one of the rooms, where you will meet Agent Rick. Agent Rick will say, "Hello, my name is Agent Rick. What's your name?" The next screen will have a laptop asking you to type in your name. That's where the iPad keyboard pops up, and the player simply types and enters their name. Once complete, you will hear Rick's voice saying, "Hello, Agent," and then it'll recognize your name. "We have a mission for you. Do you accept?" Agent Rick explains that the evil Dr. Red is trying to pass a bill that all children have to do 8 hours of chores a day. It is your mission to pass your bill first. That will prevent Dr. Red from dooming children all over the world, making them do chores for 8 hours a day. There will be 2 buttons that pop up onto the laptop, one saying yes and one saying no. If the player decides to deny the mission, they simply press no, the screen will turn black, and the game will be over. If the player decides to press yes, they will hear Agent Rick say in the background, "Very good. The first step to becoming a secret agent is choosing your disguise." From there, they will get a choice of whether to be a boy or a girl. All they have to do is simply click on the boy or girl button, and then they will get a list of different disguises that they get to choose from for their characters. They could choose from different hair colors, different eye colors, as well as height, weight, and clothing styles. Here are some examples of different characters. They could choose to be a pirate if they wanted to. They could choose to have someone with a scar on their face. Or they could choose to have someone with blue eyes and white clothing on. Or if they're feeling like it, they could choose to try and look like a superhero. Or their character could be tall, dark, and handsome. After the player chooses what their character looks like, Agent Rick will inform them that next they need to choose a car. The next screen will show up with a picture of a car on it, and they can decide to switch it out to choose a different car. Each time they move it along the screen, a new car pops up. They can choose different colors or even different models, and they can choose how lightweight and how fast the car is. After choosing the car and character, the player will be ready to start the game. There, they can hit start or the rules button. If they hit the rules button, boop, Agent Rick will appear, and he will explain to start the game. The player must see who moves first. The player must pick up a piece of die and shake it up and down and left and right, and then with their finger they must release it to roll. From there they will see who has the highest number, and that's how the game will be determined to who goes first. Agent Rick will then go on and explain the different racetracks. There will be a House racetrack and a Senate racetrack. There, the player will have to collect 3 vote cards from each by answering questions correctly. From then, they will move on to the presidential racetrack, where they only need to answer 1 question correctly to pass their bill. After rolling the dice, the player could end up on the exact same space that their opponent does. When this happens, a challenge occurs. From here, the graphics will show 2 eagles flying out of this little symbol and fighting each other. From there, there will be a questionnaire that pops up. Here, the players will have to punch in on their keyboards the word eagle to answer the question first. This will determine who wins and who gets to go again. From here on, the players will just race around the track, and then when they reach the presidential space and they answer correctly, they will win the race. And there will be a big celebration.